Okay guys, here I am back in my studio. We're going to do a dump and swirl with my colander today. And I'm going to be using these really kind of nicely muted colors. This is my Artist Loft Soft Body White. And this is sort of a muted brick color, and that's a mixture of brown and some of this cream and red and white. I mixed it up to get the right color. It took a while. This is blue with a little bit of white and some silver in it. And this is sort of an olive green. It looks sort of brown in the video here, but it's more on the olive side. And then there's that cream I was talking about. And then there's my Artist Loft Soft Body Black for my dump paint. Remember, all my paints are mixed the same, especially these. 1 part paint, 2 to 3 parts Floetrol, water, and a little bit of Liquitex pouring medium. I use more Floetrol in the black paint. Now, just to let you know, you don't have to measure specifically. Just if you can eyeball it, that's fine. But you want more Floetrol than you want paint. Let's put it that way. And don't be afraid of water. Water's your friend. You thin it down. That's why you add Liquitex pouring medium. That's a binder. It keeps the pigments from breaking down and keeps them held together so that they don't fragment on the canvas and kind of give you this kind of hazy look. Okay, so I'm going to prep the corners and edges. I'm going to double check the consistencies. We're going to get started. Okay guys, here I am. I'm back with the initial wet results. I do believe this has stopped moving because everything looks pretty good in the negative space. So I am still working on this idea of what order to pour things. I did want the cream and that sort of brick, which looks pink because I mixed with the cream, and the blue to be near each other because they were sort of similar in like their tone or their hue. Apologize, I'm not an art expert in terms of knowing which is the correct term. But yeah, I mean, at first I was like, okay. But then the more I look at it, I mean, it just sort of reminds me of a flower, like half of a flower or a poppy. This olive color, actually, I'm really loving it, especially up against the pink. I mixed it myself and I was afraid it was going to be like puke color, but it had enough green to it and beige to make it more olivey. Olivey? Yeah, I'll use that word. So, I mean, you can see the pink there and how the that brick mixed with that color. These are like big juicy cells, and trust me, I have no idea why they're any bigger than some of my other ones I've done before. But yeah, there we go. I just want to show you up close because sometimes I mentioned previously in another video, I don't often show you, but I want you to see what we're working with here. And that negative space is really kind of cool too. It's so clean. So, focus. Let me walk over to this side so I don't trip and fall. And there's something about this orientation too that look kind of cool. Since I'm all about symmetry and I'm sort of a perfectionist, if it was a little bit more pink here, this would be just like a perfect symmetrical looking pour. You've got the sort of the olive over here and around the side. Yeah, so just look at these pearls. You can see my window there, so you can look at the window too. Yeah. So this is my new kick, folks. My new kick is I'm really going to go out on a limb and start to mix my own paints and work from a neutral palette. I guess my interpretation of neutral is sort of, it's not just brown, because I've done some of these over here. There's one right across the way there. Things aren't focusing very well today. Then I have a few over there. But it's sort of muted. I guess muted colors is a good way, not necessarily neutral. I like that it's not bright in terms of, shiny and blue and whatever. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to be working on. So only thing I'm going to do in the negative space, first of all, I'm watching right there, that little cell. I have a feeling it's going to come in. But I'm going to just take this edge off because I like the black edge. And so I'll just paint it off just almost like down to here and maybe just right down to the little red spot right there. And that spot keeps getting bigger the longer I talk. So yeah, I mean, I just want to show you, look at the cells. Look how really kind of cool they're looking. So I'm kind of impressed with this color palette. I didn't mix the paints any differently than I typically do, but I've got these nice big juicy cells, and so I think that's really kind of cool. So there we go. That cell is getting bigger, and I'm going to let this dry, and then I'll do the touch-ups, and then I'll show you the final results, and then we'll see how much that comes in. I'm going to torch it here in a second, see if that helps to promote it. But I can tell you right now, it's gotten bigger since I've been talking to you for the past couple of minutes. Okay, friends, hold on. I will show you the final results when we're all done. Hey guys, it's Dwight. Here I am. This is a late night walkthrough. Just a few thoughts. I really do like this painting, and I think I like it sort of in this direction here. But, you know how I like to go in and clean up the negative space. I've already mentioned I'm going to clean up the line over here. But some of these pearls are not as round as I usually like them. However, I am probably not going to touch them because just how bright they look against the black. And I'm afraid if I go in and try to clean them up and make them more round, I think it's going to probably just mess up sort of the, I don't know, the symmetry, but also sort of the organic feel of this painting. So I'm really not going to go in, I'm not going to even dot any of those colors. I think I'm just going to leave it as it is, but I will clean up that edge like I mentioned, and I will show you the final dried results. These colors actually work really well together. I'm really kind of happy with sort of the brick, which turned a little bit pink, but with this olive green down here, and then sort of the rim of the white. So I'm more pleased with it than I thought I would be once I saw it drying. Okay guys, thanks for watching, and watch out for the next piece. I will show you the final results. Hey guys, it's Dwight. I'm back, and it's completely dry. I did my touch-ups on the edge, brought the edge down just a little bit, sort of cleaned that up a little bit. So I'm very happy. I think it turned out great. I did not touch any of these pearls. I felt the contrast up against the black was really cool. It was nicely defined. I know you see the off coloration there. It's still a little bit wet. I'm hoping it dries a little darker. But my experience has been when I varnish, that all goes away. It's all black. So once again, thanks for watching. I got another one I'm going to be working on the next day or two on a 36 by 36 canvas, and I'm going to be using some muted colors that were inspired by Melly D. Okay guys, have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll see you real soon.